Hello students, in our previous class we learned our topic of the crop production, and in that we learned one important topic, and that was the preparation of soil. And in our today's class we will be learning about sowing. Now students, the on the preparation of soil we learned about plowing and tilling, and in that we learned about that the soil is made enough fertile so that the plants can grow and the roots especially can grow inside it. Now sowing involves the germination of seeds. So when we are talking about sowing, so does the sowing involves? So students, I am writing over here that sowing involves the germination of seeds. This is only the main procedure that we learn about the sowing. Sowing is the most important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality seeds are selected. Now see students over here, good quality seeds are those which can easily grow. Good quality seeds are clean and healthy seeds of a good variety. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give a high yield. So these are the good variety seeds. Now see students, we are learning a new topic, that is the selection of seeds. Now how we can select the seeds? So see students over here, take a beaker and fill half with the water, put handful of wheat seeds and stir well. Now wait for some time. So students, some seeds will float on the water, whereas the other seeds will not be flowing in the water, and what will be happening is that they will be sinking down. Students, so this thing you need to learn over here, and I am also mentioning it over here in this. You see what I am mentioning, the seeds which float are not good. Okay, so this is to be learned, and the seeds which sink are able to germinate. This thing is to be learned students. Okay, now see, are these seeds which float on water, would these be lighter or heavier than those which sink? So the lighter seeds will definitely flow, or lighter means they were not having inside them anything. Why would be they lighter? Damaged seeds become hollow and thus lighter, therefore they float on water. So in this line only itself given over here that these are actually the damaged seeds. Okay, see, this is a good method for separating good and healthy seeds from damaged seeds. Before sowing, one of the important tasks is to know how about the tools used for sowing seeds. Now there are some of the tools that are used for sowing seeds. Now traditional tool is there. The traditional tool is very important students. You see over here, the tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like funnel. Okay, and the seeds are filled into the funnel. Now funnel is a shape you already know, and in that the seeds are filled. So this is only the first point marked over here. The second point will pass down through the 2 or 3 pipes. So there are pipes located, this will be the second point or the sharp end, and these end pours into soil and takes the seeds there. So soil में छेद करके अंदर तक जाते हैं, और वहाँ पर जो है वो soil को, वहाँ पर seeds जो है वो soil के अंदर तक इनको गाड़ देते हैं. That is a traditional tool. Okay, traditional tool means ये जो mainly यूज होता था. अब देखो हम लोग बात करते हैं seed drill की. तो seed drill का डायग्राम जो आपको दिख रहा होगा ऊपर. So you see students over here that this is the diagram of seed drill. You can see how it is looking like, and it is a soil. Okay, now see students, seed drill, nowadays the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. This tool sows the seeds uniformly at proper distances and depth. So these, see here, 1 2 3 4, these all are the pipes from which the seeds are going inside the soil. और ये देखो, ये सब एक ही डिस्टेंस पे लगे हुए हैं दूर दूर, तो इसलिए यहाँ पर क्या लिखा हुआ है, seeds are uniformly at proper distances. It ensures that seeds get covered by soil after sowing, और seeds जो है वो soil covered भी हो जाते हैं. This prevents damage caused by the birds. Sowing by using a seed drill gives time and saves times and labor. तो ये चीज़ आपको यहाँ पर learn करनी है कि what does it do that by sowing a seed drill it saves the time and labor, and that is also it prevents. This prevents, what does this prevent? The damage that is caused by the bird. So this thing I think you have learned, and you underline it in your NCERT also. अदरवाइज ये एग्जाम में आएगी और तुम बोलोगे कि ये तो हमको पढ़ाया नहीं. तो दैट आई हैव टॉट यू. एन अप्रोप्रिएट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द सीड्स इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू अवॉइड ओवर क्राउडिंग ऑफ प्लांट्स. देखो यहाँ पर सीड ड्रिल में क्या होता है कि बिकॉज ये सारी जो सीड ड्रिल्स में जो पाइप्स लगे हुए हैं ये इक्वी डिस्टेंट है, मीन्स इक्वल डिस्टेंस पे है. तो इससे क्या होता है कि जो सीड्स है वो एक जगह पर उनका क्लस्टर नहीं रहेगा, और अगर उनका क्लस्टर नहीं रहा तो ये एक फ़ायदा हो जाएगा, बिकॉज द सीड्स विल नॉट, एक जगह पर सीड ज़्यादा नहीं हो जाएंगे, और अगर एक जगह पर होते ज़्यादा तो फिर क्या हो जाता कि वहाँ पर एक ही जगह बहुत सारे प्लांट्स हो जाते हैं. सो दिस अलाउस द प्लांट टू गेट sufficient sunlight, nutrient and water from soil. Sometimes a few plants have to be removed to prevent overcrowding. So I think you have understood till here. Now let's begin with the next topic. Adding manure and fertilizers. Now the substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. मैन्योर एंड फर्टिलाइजर एक्चुअली दीज आर दो सब्सटेंसेज जो कि सॉइल को न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रोवाइड कराते हैं, और वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स क्यों प्रोवाइड कराते हैं, ताकि जब कोई प्लांट ग्रो कर रहा है सॉइल के अंदर तो उस टाइम जो है वो सॉइल को अच्छे से ग्रो करने में मदद करें. सो देखो यहाँ पर तो इसे क्लियर एक डेफिनेशन है, तो आप इसको पूरी अंडरलाइन कर लो क्योंकि ये तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशन है. Now see what does Bujo says. I saw a healthy crop growing in a farm. In the neighboring farm, the plants were weak. Why do some plants grow better than others? So the answer is very simple over here. Now for I am answering about this question. So see students, if the manures and fertilizers are not used, then the plants will not get sufficient amount of nutrients, and that's why it is very clear that they would be not growing properly. But in the case when manure and fertilizers are provided, that time the plants will grow properly. So this thing is only there to be learned. Now see students, soil supplies minerals and nutrients to the crop. These to the crop, and these nutrients are essential for the growth of plants. In certain areas, farmers grow after crop in the same field. Field is never left uncultivated or fallow. Imagine what happened to nutrients. अगर field को continuously cultivate करे जाएंगे तो nutrients continuous absorb होते जाएंगे, and एक time क्या आएगा जब nutrients नहीं बचेंगे. तो हम लोग इसका आंसर यही लिख लेते हैं. All of you take out your NCERT books. See, in my class I want one, and the most important thing is that everyone should have NCERT books with them. So see what will be happening. The nutrients will be over or diminished in the soil. So this is only the answer for this portion. Okay students, now see, continuous growing of crops make the soil poorer in certain nutrients. Now therefore farmers have to add manure. यहाँ पर इसका आंसर लिखा हुआ है, और अगर कंटिन्यूसली ऐड करना है तो न्यूट्रिएंट्स खत्म होंगे, इसलिए हम लोग मैन्योर जो है उसको ऐड करते हैं ताकि लोगों को जो है बाद में प्रॉब्लम ना आए न्यूट्रिएंट्स की कमी होने की. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड मैन्योरिंग. सो यू कैन अंडरलाइन दिस, दैट इज द फार्मर्स हैव टू ऐड मैन्योर to the fields to replenish the soil with the nutrients, and this process is called manuring. Underline everyone in your NCERT books. Improper or insufficient manuring results in weak plants. So the question can come, if the manure is not given sufficiently, what will happen? So it will result in the weak plants. So students, now let's see the next part, what is given over here. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plant or animal waste. जब प्लांट और एनिमल मर जाता है तो उसकी जो बॉडी से निकलने वाले न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं वो मैन्योर बनाते हैं. फार्मर्स डंप प्लांट एंड एनिमल वेस्ट इन द पिट्स एट ओपन प्लेसेस एंड अलाउ इट टू डिकम्पोज. द डिकम्पोजिशन इज कॉज्ड बाय सम माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. जो कि प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स जो होते हैं वो जब डिकम्पोज होते हैं तो फार्मर्स क्या करते हैं, उनको कहीं पर गाड़ देते हैं ताकि वो जो सॉइल है उसके अंदर उसके सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स आ जाते हैं. और माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म इसलिए डालते हैं क्योंकि माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स का एक्सक्रीटा जो होगा वो उस मैन्योर में बहुत, मतलब उसमें न्यूट्रिएंट बहुत रिच होगा और वही मैन्योर बनेगा. द डिकम्पोज मैटर इज यूज्ड एज ऑर्गेनिक मैन्योर. ऑर्गेनिक मींस ऑर्गेनिज्म से प्राप्त हुआ हुआ या मिला हुआ. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ सी ओवर हियर we are seeing over here there is one given preparation of experiment. Now the experiment is nothing, we are reading it. Take moong or gram seed and germinate them. Select 3 equal size seedling. Okay, this will you will be reading yourself. Now there is nothing but we are seeing here the process of adding manure. उससे क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है. Fertilizers are chemical which are substances which are rich in particular nutrient. अब अगर हम लोग मैन्योर और फर्टिलाइजर्स में बात करें तो फर्टिलाइजर जो है मैन्योर से 1000 गुना अच्छे हैं. आई एम टेलिंग 1000 times good than मैन्योर. सो व्हाई आई एम स्टेटिंग दिस थिंग, बिकॉज फर्टिलाइजर जो होते हैं वो केमिकल्स होते हैं, ये खुद नेचर से नहीं मिलते हैं, ये मैन मेड होते हैं एंड दीज आर 1000 times रिच. बट ये क्या करते हैं, अगर इस सॉइल में डल गए तो उसके बाद द सॉइल इज नॉट एट ऑल न्यूट्रिशियस. soil will every time need nutrients to grow plants. That's why the fertilizers are not used, and instead that the manure is preferred. So this thing I think you have learned. Fertilizer produced in factory. Some of the example of fertilizers, you underline these example of fertilizers like urea, ammonium sulfate, so super phosphate, potash, and NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So students, I hope that you have learned till here, and I hope that you will be learning this thing whatever learned. In the next I will continue. Thank you.